Hello!
Hello again! Kieran forgot to record.
Welcome to those.
Explain again, what are we doing? Why are we here? Where are we?
We are streaming the
Yes, we are.
RMAS charity tournament. For those who are joining us from the rerun, hello. Definitely didn't forget to press the record button there.
Kieran forgot to press the record button. We've did this before. We are saying hello again.
Yes.
People are gonna be hitting each other with swords. I'll say it again. The swords aren't made of steel. No heads will be cut off. It's safe, and they're all professionals.
All trained as well.
All trained, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna be watching people fight with swords.
I think they'll
Content.
be starting soon. We have a large gathering of participants.
I think they're looking to do a battle royale. They might be.
Yep. Stream is really far behind.
Yeah,
So
it's fine. Maybe there is a bigger delay on this.
maybe if there's a bigger delay, but it's higher quality. Let's transition to the fight cam
To fight cam.
so you can see everyone.
You can see everyone gathering now.
Yes. So as you can see, all our participants.
Some people,
Yes.
they are like Viking warriors. They keep shouting. It's about to go down. This is their war cries.
It is. That's
It's
them
their war
getting
cries.
pumped up and ready to go.
Yeah, some people have an interesting choice of weapons. Some people are gonna be fighting in suits. Some are gonna be fighting in the
No.
Scottish.
The ones in fancy dress are referees.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be fighting. It's the gentleman's bracket.
Yeah.
Kieran, where is your weapon? Show the viewers your weapon.
I don't have one yet.
Kieran doesn't have a weapon. He's going with fists.
Yeah, I'm gonna use A and B.
A and B. He's gonna pew 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 pew. What
think-
else can we say to people?
I think 90% of us will be using longsword. And
That's pretty basic though, would you not say?
yeah, that's the standard default that we all learn. And then
What about the funky ones? Are you
So
gonna be
there's-
using like the badminton thingies?
there's side sword and I think we'll see side sword. There's broadsword, and there might be some other special ones. Let's see if Daniel can pass me his sword. Daniel!
Daniel. Where's Daniel?
It's right there. He's the one holding the red sword.
Oh, Daniel!
Pass.
You see, this is
Oh, this is what we're going to be using. It's plastic, so don't worry. It doesn't.
hold it like this. It's very nice. It's very tall.
It is. It's long. That's why they call it a long sword. I was gonna give it back to him, but he's got another one. So I guess this one's mine now. So yeah.
Yeah, people are gonna be. It's actually, if you get hit by this, that's quite a hit you take.
Yes, it is quite. I mean, thrusting's the worst.
Okay, for people who don't do RMAS, explain why do you like to get hit every single week?
Why
by
do
one of these?
I don't know. There's something wrong with me. No, I think it's more about learning the style of fighting. I think it's quite fun. And I think fighting is the bonus. Like getting to hit people. That's just a
Getting to hit
Getting
people
to
is
hit
a
people
bonus.
is the bonus.
And
main
the price
thing,
you pay is getting hit.
yeah.
Yeah.
The main
I see.
thing is learning how to use it, really.
How many fights have you won?
Not many.
How many fights have you glitched?
Many. Lots.
Okay, for people not knowing, glitched is what I call losing. Because
So-
it's just a glitch.
We are.
Where is what's his name?
Huh?
What's his name again?
Which one?
Daniel.
Daniel, yeah. He's
Like-
got his own sword now.
He's got another sword. Okay.
So this is mine.
This is a donation for Abertay Life from RMAS Society.
I should get my own soon, don't worry.
You should use a badminton.
I should. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, we are live, kind of.
We are. It is terribly laggy.
It is terribly laggy, but for people who are watching a rerun, they're gonna
It's not.
see us in
It should be good.
full quality. It's actually looking quite good. I'm not gonna lie, whoever did these overlays is quite a beast.
Of course, yes. I'm going to put into the.
I hope the music and everything is Gucci, because we are actually on 3 viewers. Damn. How's connection? Oh, it's very. It's a slideshow.
It's a very long slideshow.
It reminds me. Okay. Ever since I remember we did the live stream with UQ Society.
Yeah.
That time the Parker House Wi-Fi decided to just go wild, and this time we're in a church, so a bit more of a fancy setting. We can see Jesus up there on a glass mosaic thing. I'm gonna give this sword to someone before I don't know.
I'll take it.
No, I'll take it.
You just said you'll give it to someone.
I'll eat it at someone. Daniel! You can dual wield. You can dual wield. Thank you very much.
Swords. I'm not that good.
Thank you very much.
Nor am I that much of a meter.
Put it on the side because I'll use that one. Thanks. Just like yeet it there or something.
Yeah, eat.
I'll grab it later.
Just like leave it in the back.
Yeah.
Are you gonna win today?
I hope so.
Don't hope. Are you gonna win?
I think so.
Are you gonna win?
I would like
Are
to.
you gonna win?
I would think so.
Kieran is gonna win.
If you want me in the commentary box.
We are talking to the current vice president of SA.
I will call you. I will check the bracket because I have the bracket, and I will call you if I.
You know who you're fighting.
I know who I'm fighting. I know
As
who
you guys
you're
can
fighting.
see, oh, he's out of the shot.
So do you have a stream of both fighting?
No, we only have one.
Just this one.
This is the feature match.
Yeah. This
Oh,
is
there
the
it
main
is.
event.
The vice president. He's in the shot. He's in the shot, ladies and
But
gentlemen.
he's too tall, so like.
I'm actually too tall for the shot then.
No, you were standing like in front of the camera. Actually, yeah. Funny thing is, Owen, when we were testing, I think you were watching, but like when he was standing there, his head was cut off.
Yeah.
So the tall fighter has to be on the other side of the ring. Otherwise, it just doesn't work.
That's very interesting, actually. So we are going in to have a bit of delay, it seems, because nobody has come up to set the bracket yet. People are just wandering around.
It's kind of just us talking.
So I think we'll
we can chit
start.
chat for content.
Yeah, I think fights will start probably around half past, like 11:45.
I mean, so that's gonna be roughly when I have to
Yes, skedaddle.
I'll skedaddle, and we're gonna have our treasurer take over for the commentary up
Sure.
until 3 p.m. when I come back to
Yeah.
see what's Gucci.
Uh-huh.
I got League of Legends coaching. I hope it's happening. I didn't really get a proper response from Mayana, but it should be Gucci.
Well, if Blair isn't busy, I'll see if I can get an interview or like a small.
What we need is the president of the society to come. We do some chit chat. They say what they do.
Sure. Do you want me to go grab somebody?
Yeah. Go. While he does that, remember to follow us everywhere. It's Abertay Live on everything, literally. And support SA. They are cool people. And that's RMAS logo. They got a cool dragon drinking beer. Nice. And now we wait for the president to come over.
Squeeze yourself in between.
He's coming in with a sword. Ah, crispy.
No, you can sit down.
Come on. I don't think we met personally. What's your name?
Peter.
Peter, nice to meet you. I'm Bartek. I'm the president of Abertay Live. Cool. And I suppose you're the president of RMAS?
I'm vice president.
You're vice president?
Yes.
That's good enough. He's of another society. My idea was to come and sort of tell people what do you do and what's happening today.
Okay.
So just go for it.
So,
It's being accurate now. What are you going to be doing?
so this is the RMAS charity tournament. We do this. We've done this every year. We've done this for the past 4 years. I'm pretty sure 3 or 4 years. So we're raising money for Hot Chocolate Trust, which is the people who own the building we're in.
Oh, they own the building.
Well, it's they operate out of this side of the church.
I see.
So,
Yeah, there
Yeah,
is
I'm
a,
going to do
the bracket. The bracket is getting made.
yeah. So yeah, it's we're using a different rule set this year. Normally we'd use Academy short play rules, but we've engineered our own rule
You
set.
engineered that also.
I'm saying we have. I'm looking for confirmation.
We have, yeah.
Cool. We have. Yes.
Nice, awesome. Do you do it often? Like, do you do it like annually, or is
Yeah,
it
this
just,
is an annual thing. We have 2 tournaments a year. Definitely. We have this one, and we have a tournament in October for new members and things after the start of the semester.
I see. Cool beans. Well, just in case there are people watching who aren't part of the society, give them a reason why they might want to join your society, perhaps.
Well, I'm holding the
As if fighting with swords wasn't cool
I'm
enough.
holding the reason you should join the RMAS.
Yeah.
Come on down. Learn how to fight with swords. Become cultured.
Become cultured by hitting people with
Become
swords.
a cultured soldier. I don't know.
Nice. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, it's good fun. It's a good workout, and you preserve a little bit of our European heritage. Specifically, the violent part of our European
A
heritage.
very, very old heritage as
Yeah,
well. Very,
yeah.
very old. What year are you in?
I'm
When
in-
did you start taking part in the society?
I've been here for 4 years, but I'm in.
4 years.
Yeah, I had to resit the thing in 3rd year uni. Yeah, I joined the committee this year. So,
I see.
although I'll be president next year.
Ooh.
We have maintained our shamble of a democratic system, and I'm the only person who ran, as usual. Only one
nice.
person runs.
Nice. Yeah, sometimes with the AGMs for the society, you host them and eventually you end up with people who you know, who they are gonna vote for sometimes,
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
Well, I mean, we always know who people are going to vote for president of RMAS, because there's only one option. It's only one person runs.
Yeah,
So it's either vote for me or have a society, or don't have a society.
all of them. Yeah, we're just waiting. So are people still gathering? Yeah.
I think that's everybody here. It's just everybody has to sign up. We're just doing the admin stuff. We're inputting the names into our expertly crafted system.
Ah, I see. Super. Awesome. So just waiting. What course are you on?
I'm CGT. I'm a computer games technology.
Oh, same as Kieran?
I think so. Is Kieran in computer games technology?
Might be. I'm not sure. I'm doing GDP. What games do you play these days?
That's a big question.
It's a big question. We need to keep chatting.
I've been playing. I'm playing World Adrift. I've been playing
Worlds of Drift.
World Adrift.
Worlds
Do you remember Surgeon Simulator?
Yeah.
The same company made Surgeon Simulator have made it what is essentially an MMO about building skyships and just exploring various islands, which are also created by players.
I might have seen a teaser of it.
Yeah,
I might have.
it's fun. I've been playing. What else have I been playing? I recently finished the first Pillars of Eternity. It took me far too long to play that game.
That game blew up when it came out.
It's so good.
Because it was like the very old school kind of style of RPG. I didn't get it. I never got to play it.
Obsidian make good games. Obsidian write fantastic stories.
Nice.
Haven't finished the second one yet.
Oh.
I'm trying to think. It's too many games. Civ 6 is fun.
What's your go-to game?
My go-to game. Oh man.
If you're like, oh, I'm gonna play some of this today, and you do it like weekly, and you don't get bored of the game, what's that one game that is a go-to for you?
Probably Warframe.
Warframe.
I haven't played in a while, but Warframe is good. It's also it's free.
Yeah.
It's the best kind of
It's
game.
actually it's quite well built for a free game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've had
when
time.
I played it, one thing that sort of didn't speak to me really was the movement within the game, kinda.
You don't like being a space ninja free running all over the place?
Oh no. If you put it like that on paper, it's great, right? It's great, right? But the camera was set sideways, and it felt it didn't feel fluid, kinda.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's difficult to explain. I would have to give it another go.
Yeah.
But when I played it, I don't know. It just
How long ago was that?
quite a while ago.
Yeah.
I said it to someone. They were like, "Oh, the game is different now."
Yeah. They've had 6 years to make the game good. So
Yeah.
they managed it.
I'll give it probably another go, but at the moment I'm playing at least 4 different games that I'm yet to finish, or like I'm playing them
Yeah.
quite frequently. So
Yeah. I have a horrible habit of this looks like a fun game. I'm gonna buy that game too.
I mean, Steam sales.
Yeah,
Steam
Steam
sales
sales.
happens. Yes. I will have some of that, and then
Please.
it just sits there.
Yeah.
I got the entire series of Assassin's Creed, and I played the first one for like 5 hours, I think. I'm yet to start on that. It was so cheap. It was like £5 or something. Yeah, I'm a big League of Legends guy.
I used to play League of Legends.
You used?
Yeah. I think I stopped.
Oh. Why?
I don't know. Not really. I stopped enjoying it. I had played it for like 2 or 3 years.
I would say I was getting to that point, possibly to the point where I get burnt out of the game.
Yeah.
But I joined the esports society,
Oh, there you go.
and the esports area is like, it's making for me the game worthwhile, because I got the experience from playing all these years, and it's actually, I'm able to do some fancy stuff with it.
I never played ranked. People take people take it too seriously. I just want to play the game.
That's bizarre. I mean, that's what you get in PvP games. It's
I suppose, yeah.
competition is part of it. It's just part of it. We can see people. Let me transition. Kieran doing a wee dance. Ah, very well done.
Blair didn't give you the keys, did he?
No.
Just checking.
We can see people getting ready in
Yes.
that black bag. Whoever falls in a fight, they put them in it
Yes.
and drag away.
You fight. This bespoke rule set we have is you fight until one of you's dead.
Oof. Yeah, that's a fake fact. But a
Not
fun
really.
one.
We're not insured for that. No.
Kieran is going wild. People are getting ready.
Yeah. I think. Am I signed in? Am I on the? I wasn't on the sheet. Am I in the system?
You should be signed in.
Okay.
Well,
I think what would be cool
11
is
fighters.
have some music here, some speakers and
Yeah.
stuff going around.
I go some. Do you go?
Kieran's with some wicked moves.
Do you go? What kind of music do you go for? Do you go for like Powerwolf, where you got like friggin'? If you had Powerwolf, you can go for some sweet Crusade metal.
We had this. We had some no copyright, like kinda epic music-ish to suit RMAS in our opening.
I mean that works. No one here will complain.
Yeah. Windows 10. Stop.
I see. You can see Kieran here.
Good job, Kieran.
Is
Woo! Keep going.
demonstrating Dobringer's flourish.
It's content.
High quality content.
Oh, he's out of the shot. Daniel.
Moving at the shot. Get in the camera.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Yeah. Yeah.
There he goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, that's an expertly executed Dobringer's flourish.
I'm telling you, if we ever find time, it would be cool to have a montage of people fighting and like put in some like Roblox hit sounds or something when people get hit.
You sick man.
Or like when someone slips, like a wasted, from GTA thingy.
Yes, do it. Do it. Make it a meme.
Yeah. Videos take time to make them.
Investor. We're students. We don't have anything better to do with our time.
True.
I don't think I mentioned this. This is a mixed weapons tournament. So we've got
Very mixed weapons.
Yeah, so we've got long swords, which is what most people are using. We have see in the background there, it's a side sword, the one that's fancy white and metal.
Yeah. That's on the left.
Yeah, on the left of the screen. I think some people are using broadswords. Yes, some people are using broadswords. Nobody's on.
What's the fanciest weapon?
The fanciest weapon? Fanciest weapon. Oh,
Yeah.
well, the rapier is probably the fanciest weapon. It's probably
What's the-
between rapier and saber, but nobody's using
What
it.
is that?
So a rapier is basically just a longer side sword. But a rapier is it's about the same length as one of the long swords, but it's much thinner. It's more designed for thrusting. Can still cut, but more designed for thrusting. It's a much later weapon.
What's the first thing? Is it just like stabby stab?
Yeah, stabbing. Yeah.
Stabby stab.
Yes. It's from a much later period. So it's the difference between like long swords are from like 12th, 13th century, stuff like that. Whereas rapiers are closer to like 16th.
I see. I saw Kieran preparing some like what do you call them? Let me Google it for you.
Is my name on there? Because I was. Yes. Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Kieran was gonna use these, like 2 of them.
Oh, the sickles.
Yeah,
Is there going to be a freaking madman who dual sickles?
yeah, yeah.
No one. He was going to.
Kieran.
It was a thought that the smart side of your head immediately quashed.
I was taught sickle by Niels. So
there you go.
like,
I was actually hoping for some like badminton or rackets and stuff, or
Yes.
like spears.
We extend mixed weapons to anything you can wrap your hands around.
Yeah. Pretty much. Or like axes, you throw them, you throw one, you use the other. Oh, there's so many possibilities.
We discourage throwing your weapons,
Are there any?
although sometimes it's out of your control.
Is anyone gonna be using a shield?
Is anyone using a targe?
I don't
No,
think
nobody's using shields this
nobody's
year.
using shields this time.
Using a longsword apart from me and Robbie. I'm using a broadsword. Robbie is
Oh, so it's all long swords, one broadsword and one side sword,
Actually,
and a dagger. Yeah.
can you show the broadsword to like the camera, kind of?
Yeah.
Lower. It's quite difficult to distinguish the difference actually for someone who isn't like an RMAS.
Yeah, the main difference is long swords are like a hand and a half sword. So
Well, let me switch.
so
Go.
so you've got a much longer grip.
Yeah.
I've got an extended pommel on mine just because.
because he's cheating.
No, it's not. Because I'm used
I
to bigger
see.
swords. So it's just a longer sword. It's
Okay.
about longer than my arm, the blade. A broadsword is about the length of your arm, probably.
Yeah, it's kind of shorter. It
The
has
blade.
like
The blade is probably about the length of your arm. Actually, no, it's also longer than your arm. The blade, the main difference is it's single-handed basket hilt. So your hands are far more protected. Yeah, it's not actually that much shorter. Yeah, but it is. Noticeably, yeah. If I was allowed to, I'd be using a greatsword because I am a crazy person. And have
Why
one.
are you not allowed to?
We don't have enough protective gear for that. I'd be breaking people's bones.
Wait, seriously?
Probably.
How good are you at armas?
I mean, it's not hard to break people's bones with a big stick.
Damn.
If you're good, being good at it means you don't break people's bones because you're not trying to. Power control is a thing we enforce.
I see.
You should be able to hit fast but not hard.
So the bracket?
I'm just checking the bracket now.
That's a good sign. That's a good face. What do you see?
I see sadness.
That's the only pain before me.
Yes. In the foreseeable future, I see only pain. So me
Actually,
and
let's
Owen are
see.
both in the bottom hill.
Let's see the chart. Maybe it got some slideshow. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is some low frames. It's not the best.
The one of the classes. I'm the fighter B and fighter A. So fighter A is fighting fighter B. On the same. Yes.
Sugoi. Sugoi.
See the chance.
China.
I just had it facing that way while I was setting it up.
Is everything's out there?
Your hand is on cam. Dude. Oh, that's the cam. That is
Yeah.
active
You're being watched. We see some young contestants this year.
Yeah. It's bring your child to judge day.
Ah, I see.
This is going to be great. Can you guys like rewind it as well? Just in case we have no idea what happens
Can we
in the
do?
fight, we just
Can we
come
do
back.
highlight reel?
Rewind it? Not quite. We can't rewind it. We can. It's gonna be rerun later in the evening, so you can watch it.
That's it. We're going to have a rewriting section tomorrow.
Wave.
Where it's just like, okay, so looking
to the
at
camera,
the video, that should have been a point.
Think about it this way:
Wave to the camera.
you could get people together. You could get people together to watch the fights with some popcorn and stuff.
RMAS is the best movie nights. Watch these people.
There is a speech.
Watch real
There is a
combat.
speech happening. Damn.
probably loud. Loud.
So, a few announcements to get through before we begin today. First of all, safety. If the fire alarm goes, there's no planned fire alarms, please exit or go through that door there, around the church and assemble on the grass at the outside of the main entrance. I will be the one running through the path, so follow me, because there really should be a fire alarm today. As for the building itself, the only places of access are near straight through the front door, and there are the toilets on your right. Don't try to go anywhere else, I'll smack you. Teas, coffees, everything else is set on that table. If you can, please donate. The largest portion of the proceeds will be going towards Hot Chocolate Trust, a charity based in here that does some incredible youth work with people under the age of 21 in and around this centre. Really good cause, really great organisation that I've worked with for a number of years and support quite highly. And a small portion of the proceeds will be coming directly to RMAS to help fund us, make sure that we can keep everyone healthy, fit, fighting, and safe, and that we're not giving you broken roads. So, that's what I'm going to do towards today. Please donate as generously as you feel you can. On to the logistics of the day. So, fights will be starting pretty shortly. I want all the fighters to get up as much as you can. All equipment I want stored away underneath chairs. If you can, please keep things as clear as humanly possible. Any kit that you desperately need stored away somewhere, in and out of, can be stored in that back office there, but we will not have access to it in and out of that all day. So if you're going to put something in there, let me know, make sure it's valuables, coats, whatever that you will not need access to, get that way. I want to stay as clear as possible to keep it as safe as possible while fighting. Aside from that, there will be a break for lunch after the initial pool of fights. I cannot promise the time that will be. Usually, when we start at 9:00-ish, we break for lunch about 1:30-ish. So, back from somewhere between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, back to the week. We'll be short break for lunch, I'll give you the times when we break. Tesco's just across the road, can eat in here. Things will be around. Do please make sure that you are being as clean as possible. We need to leave the lovely hall that we are renting in the same state that it's found. If anyone needs to smoke or get a breath of fresh air or anything, the back doors can be moved up. I don't want to open them until after 12, by which point we will shut the front door anyway. As I say, the event is open to the public, so if anyone else is coming down, if you know any friends or family or anyone who wants to come along, make sure they can come along as quick as possible so we can still have the front door open. The front door must be manned at all times to ensure the safety and sanctity of the area and what we're doing. So, one more thing I should mention. Hello all single viewer. The Abertay RMAS Society is today. We are live streaming the event onto YouTube. It's also being recorded and will be broadcast again later at the back of 5, depending on how tired Kieran is after his fight. So, huge thanks to them for coming along. Well done, guys. Cheers. If you're uncomfortable being on camera, please just put your face down at all times.
Hide the faces.
Anyway, I don't really want to see your faces. So, all of that will be, as I say, broadcast live. There will be an occasional bout of conversation with the fighters or with some of the officials. So if after your fight, you have someone over the table to talk about it, please be courteous, be respectful, and remember who's here. Didn't hear that. What I mean is, RMAS was together in your life this is going out on the internet. So, do as I say, not as I do. Right! On to specifics with the rule set for the tournament. This year, we have developed something slightly different from previous years. So fighters, listen very carefully. Instead of the normal systems where you build up points going to start the set number of lives and lose them every hit. Clean hit against you means you lose 2 points. If an active roll comes against you after you have struck cleanly, you lose 1 point. We're intending to incentivize defensive fighting, we're thinking about keeping yourself safe. Every single hit that comes against you, you will lose lives. So your best chance of victory is to strike clean and get out. You're going to lose lives before you do. If time limit should expire while neither competitor has lost all of their lives, then it is wrong. You are both lost. We're incentivizing competitors again to be able to take all of their opponent's lives away, to assert some dominance over the fight, to ensure they can actually secure a clean victory before the time limit is up. The time limit will be 3 minutes, and if you cannot score 3 clean hits that can take away all your opponent's lives in those 3 minutes, you don't deserve to win. And both of you will be disqualified at no points. So, everyone understands how that's going to go down? Great, that's the system. Mechanically, it doesn't change very much from how we normally do things, very much do. You'll be thinking about your own lives. Every time you take a hit, you will lose life, at least one. In terms of grappling, blade grappling, etc. Very clear on this point, because this is a mixed weapons tournament with varying skill sets, varying degrees of experience, we are not allowing any grappling. I don't want to see any striking, I don't want to see any grappling, I don't want to see any punches, kicks, or anything being thrown to the ground. This is not exactly a soft surface, and we do not have everyone trained in break falls. I am not finished talking, thank you. See this? Everyone just saw what you just did. Blade grapples, however, the judges will be allowed a minimal degree of blade grappling. As long as you can grapple the blade with control, then that's absolutely fine. If you can disarm your opponent without taking them down, without compromising their balance in any way, then absolutely feel free to get into a close bind and grapple the blade. If it is done in an uncontrolled fashion, where your hand has touched the blade, that's so all the way around, you've just been hit in the hand. Congratulations, you lose 2 lives. So if you do intend to get close blade, I'm going to direct this all to you. If you do intend to get close blade, start grabbing the blade through control, but I think you can do. Everyone else, good luck. But with that, of course, after that, we still want to see any solid strikes against an opponent. Disarming someone and being able to be threatening is all that you need. Secure points, you will also give 2 points for that. Well, opponents will lose 2 points if you lose your weapon and are then threatened. I don't want to see any strikes against someone who's lost their weapon. Judges will be very stringent on that. I will do. Fantastic. So, the fights will be Swiss pair style, which is the same that we did during the RMAS in-house tournament earlier this year. End of last year. So this is not the way we're fighting. Everyone should be able to generate enough points that by the break for lunch, we'll know which 8 of you are going through to the elimination rounds. Aside from that, I think that is pretty much everything that needs to be covered at the moment. I may have taken a look at the blah 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 later on. At the lunch break as well, there will be a small skill sparring demonstration because I want to fight today. So, there will be a bit of skill demonstration for anyone who wishes to donate, or for the wonderful spectacle that is me kitted up and fighting in cons, suit trousers, and a fencing jacket. It's worth the extra bit of money. So please, donate generously to see that. That'll be happening during or just after lunch break. We should still need some time for that. While that is happening, I'm going to insist that everyone make sure the area is kind of clear. When we say during lunch, if you want, feel free to sit on the chairs, sit on the floor, sit wherever you need to. You can have a lunch as long as it's demonstration. With all that said, I don't think there's anything more that I need to harp on about. If anyone is injured, just don't tell me. I don't want to know. Go away, bleed out outside on the grass. Call an ambulance yourself. Oh wait, we're live streaming this. We have medics who will absolutely attend to you. We'll make sure that you're fine. There's several people who have been trained in first aid to some degree at least. We've got first aid kits around the building. We'll make sure that there is always someone attending to any potential injuries. If anyone else is in the fight, please let officials know as soon as possible so that we can get any potential injuries seen to as quick as we can, and if it's viable, get you back in the fight. Everyone happy? Any questions? Any thoughts? Yes? Thank you, sir. Yes, they will. In a double, if both fighters double, yes, you both lose 2 lives. It's effectively a clean hit against both of you, despite not being horrible and sloppy. So you both lose 2 lives, and the doubles will still count against you if points are tied for going through to the eliminations. Thank you. Any other questions? Yeah, absolutely. Spot on. So everyone needs to be careful. Bear in mind, these are 3 hits for victory. I don't see any slow defensive. I don't see anyone going in needlessly reckless either. We're promoting slightly defensive style here with you losing points every day. So, all good? Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin the tournament!
Very nice. You are free.
Cool.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
I'm
Have
going
fun.
to need it.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I might switch it up over here. Ta-da!
Well, I mean, it just generates the fight. She's in the second queue.
Are you joining me? Ah, Sugoi, surprise caster. There is Elizabeth, our secretary. The casters are gonna be switching. I hope soon, because I got coaching, so I have to be.
We've got JJ coming in.
Yeah, we got JJ, that your treasure coming in. He's gonna be discussing people fighting. It's gonna be fun.
This is
It's gonna be good. And with the camera on our fighters, we see the guy in red, black shorts, getting warmed up. I'm not sure if he's gonna be jogging or fighting. Maybe he's gonna be going for some leg work.
It's probably warming up because it's pretty cold in here.
It is very cold in here, but for anyone who wants to come, it's very warm.
Don't bring a jacket.
Bring a jacket, bring a heater if you got one.
The first fights are going to be in top pool, which is on that side. We're going to have Vilja and Peter. In the bottom pool, which is this one, we're going to have Owen and Andrew.
We're getting the SA Vice President action right in front of us.
After that,
Spicy.
and Robbie and Kevin.
I hope Owen fits in the shot, honestly. We did our best to make the shot as good as possible.
Yeah. I showed
People are wearing spooky masks.
I know, right?
This is like Halloween
is
of
your-
sword fighting. Kiran, your helmet is like in the middle of the camera. Oh, bizarre.
Okay, so Owen's fighting now.
Yeah.
Do you want to cast this one, or do you want me to do it?
You could do it. I'll take a picture.
And then Owen's gonna swap it with me after he's done. Bartosz? Hello, I'm co-cast today. Who's deaf, bro?
Not sure who's that, bro. Not sure.
I've got butterflies. Like, I'm nervous. Okay,
I know how you feel. You wanna say hello?
so this will be. Let's do this now. Which one is Owen's gonna be blue? Oh,
Can we
Owen's
put
red.
Owen on?
Did we put Owen on the? No.
Can we put Owen on the far side?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter because it cuts his head off.
Oh no, he's that way. Red is that way.
Nice.
Oh, okay, that's perfect.
Owen. Versus.
Versus.
Owen and Andrew.
Ooh, spicy. We got Owen and Andrew going.
Okay.
They're going at it. And
Owen-
Kieran is here for the commentary, which is crispy. Let's go. Are you excited?
I am very excited.
There are people hitting each other with swords.
I know.
There will be in a second.
They're just getting kitted up.
If you ever thought to yourself, what else could I do in the morning to be ready for the day other than drinking coffee? Watch people fight with swords
I agree.
in a church.
Yep. I think the church is the more important part. Isn't
It is because it's cold and you can't really fall asleep when it's cold.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, how do cold people fall asleep? Like people who live in like the Arctic or in the mountains.
They merge with the snow.
Oh, I see.
Did you know actually in the igloos,
Uh-huh.
they actually melted the snow from the inside, and
Yeah.
it provides them like a stronger wall, which is actually preventing cold from coming in or something.
So I think they're just about to start now.
Oh, spicy. Owen is in the right corner. You guys can't see him quite, but he's gonna be there in any second now.
Oh, and you're red.
Oh, Owen is there. Owen got a small bamboozle.
What an exchange, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna tilt it a little. And they're gonna be going at it any second now. Woo! Exciting, exciting. Both fighters are ready to dismantle each other with passion and love. Friendship.
They're just getting the fighters
They are
ready.
bowing
now.
to each other and they bow. They get ready. They do some fancy footwork. They touch their swords
It's like respect.
and they go at it. Owen is coming in with the wiggly hands. Oh, we didn't quite see what happened because the judge walked by the camera. Oh, oh. There is a lot of
Very-
stabby stuff going on.
Yeah. Owen
Owen is out of the shot. Owen, please get back into the center. Owen, stop. Why are you running? Oh, they're waiting patiently for the moment, and the
I think that was
judge is
a-
in the camera.
I think that was a strike to the mask from Owen there.
Was it?
With
I couldn't tell. It happened so quickly.
we've just got confirmation from the judges that the sword hit was very flat, which means it was not the edge that hit the opponent, so it doesn't count as a hit.
Oh,
Oh,
there was some sort of hit for sure. There. Both fighters are just relentless.
they were going at each other.
They have the same style. They just kind of go for the stabby stab, less swing.
Yep. I think Owen is very tall, so he has natural plus range against his opponent.
He's winning in stats, but is he a better player?
So as you can see, he uses his range to his advantage a lot of the time.
Oh, he went for the mask there. He went for the mask there. Oh, there was a swing.
Getting the thrust into the mask.
Stabby stab. Oh. When are you fighting? Could I?
I'm fighting straight after this one.
Oh, so I can't really leave.
So, wins. Top rule, yeah.
Blue ones.
Blue wins, yeah. And there's no doubles.
Oh, big swing coming from Owen. And a smack.
If you want to get here.
Stab to the chest? No. No points awarded to either of the contestants. I wonder. Oh, a gentle tap on the sword.
Yep.
Oh, he's switching positions. Nah, he's not. Oh, he is. It's a lot of mind games in this sword fight.
Yeah.
That was a hand for sure. Oof.
I think that was a double.
Was it?
That was a big double. That means
Oh,
basically double.
that was
It
a
doesn't-
thrust and strike. Exciting stuff.
You don't get many points for doubles because you basically just walk up to your opponent and whack them. And we like to promote very, constructive fencing.
Why do they both go for stabs? Why are they not swinging?
Stabs are generally actually more safe to do because you move less. It's faster. And it's just better. But like
Someone's phone.
you have to be very accurate. Ooh.
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 There's a lot of wiggle going about.
Owen is very wiggly.
Oh, he's just digging in there to opponent's face. Oh my god. Damn. That's wild. He was just like shoving his sword in there.
Yeah.
I notice whenever the enemy is trying to hit Owen, he's going for the like. It's just like the sword is like he bamboozles the enemy. Oh, both fighters lost apparently. Big applause, big applause. Oh, Luz, Andrew, okay. Kieran?
Owen is drawn, so it should do it automatically for you. Yeah, there you go.
Crispy. Crispy, 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 crispy.
I can't even see. Too crazy.
Actually, it might be joint, might be disqualification.
Sorry? Would you like Owen? Owen, would you like to give few words on your fight?
Yeah, sure.
Come over.
Do the whole thing.
How did it go?
How did it go?
How did it go?
I'm frustrated because of many times he was off balance, so I could have just went in for a hit, and I just didn't.
You see
was,
things that I didn't even notice. These fights are very fast-paced, I would say.
They can be.
What was that thing that at some point you were like trying to just like shove the sword in? You went
was
for a
just-
stab, but then
I
you
went for-
committed so much, just like, yeah, you give me the point.
No, yeah, it was. It's mainly because I thought the first one was not committed enough.
Oh, I see.
Because I messed up there.
I mean, you got a draw in the end, so it's
It's not the best
It's
stuff. Ideally, you want to win these.
I noticed you aren't going for many things, it's mostly stabbing. But okay, let's both comment on Kieran's fight, if you would like, to give some of the crispy RMAS commentary.
So it's,
What is this stance that we are seeing on the right? What is this?
it's an Italian stance for sure. I mean, Robbie's playing.
Oh,
There we go.
what happened there? Who got a point?
We'll have to see from judges. I'd say that's maybe an afterblow. Afterblow.
I noticed the judges after every sort of point hit, they regroup, they discuss it first, and then they sort of give
No,
the
yeah,
point away.
that's common practice.
Yeah.
They do that for the sake of.
Yeah. Keep going again. I'm not being biased, but come on, Kieran.
So yeah, Robbie's playing with a rapier, mainly a thrusting weapon, but can also deliver some good cuts. And Kieran's playing typical longsword, though he has a flair for more Italian things.
I like this. This is very. There is a lot of. I like when the swords clash.
Aye.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Oh, it wasn't. It was kind of on the camera. Damn, that was what a stab.
It was beautiful.
Whoa. Whew. Spicy.
Right under his arm.
Kieran pulling through. Go clean stab. Kuba is here. Wonderful. Kuba is gonna take over after this fight, possibly. So I can head for my coaching. 2 lives, did he say?
I believe so, yes.
I need to stay here for this, and then I'm gonna go.
There are 2 lives
Oh,
each
a man
left.
in the skirt is sort of covering the
It's
camera.
it's effectively whoever gets the first hit wins.
Oh, spicy.
Even in case of an
gentle
afterblow.
gentle tap. Neither of the players wants to go for a risky play.
No,
Each
but
is
that's
trying
the,
to waste
that's the
stuff
thing
out.
here.
They're trying to waste stuff out.
That's what this modified system
Yeah,
is
yeah, going
designed
for a
for.
counter. Oh, very calm from the. Why caramba.
I think Kieran's blade was more of a placement. I'm not sure whether he's
Better
going
placement,
to
but
get the hit.
was it committed enough?
That's the question.
Yeah. Oh, they're discussing. There is a judge.
I think
Good job,
Robbie-
Kieran. Very well done.
judging me, I think Robbie has it because he's far more committed.
Yeah,
Kieran's
it was very
did not draw away.
Yeah, it was kind of just like tap.
But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what the judges say.
Yeah.
But I think Robbie has it.
Let's see, and the result.
Yeah, so the blue is like the yeah, so you win. Cool.
Blue did nothing with the blade.
They haven't finished all their.
I thought so.
Yeah, Kieran's blade was only. Kieran decided to spare his enemy. That's what happened. Very, very nice of Kieran. Obviously, I'm joking. That's not what he meant.
want to be
However,
nice in this.
exactly.
Don't want to be nice in this.
Oh, they're still going.
They're still going apparently.
Ooh. I didn't quite hear
I
what
thought
he
it was.
would
I
do.
thought it was
Yeah.
2 all. So
Yeah.
3 lives to 1 in favour of Robbie.
I believe in Kieran. This is his round. I'm telling you. Big time.
Robbie holding it at bay. He doesn't. He only
Kieran
needs
is
to get.
gonna go
he
for a
only-
wild. Whoa! What was that?
Kieran is very good with flow. He needs to close the gap,
Oh.
and that's dangerous against the rapier.
I think Kieran. Oh! That was a clean hand cut from Kieran. Did he get hit?
Indeed.
I didn't notice. That was quite. Ooh.
Makes it 1-1.
Yeah, I would say so.
Disagree. Both strikes landed for simultaneously. Red attempting to fire and moving back in, but getting hit in the process. Being foul. 2 lives off both. Blue is dead. Victory red.
Robbie gets it off the double.
He gets it. They each got the point that round, but the round where Kieran tapped the neck was the.
It was good fight. It was good fight.
Kieran, do this. Also, I'll thank you for the commentary. I'll
Aye,
have
no
Kieran
worries.
here now.
I know,
I
fair
have
enough,
to, because we are changing up. I have to
No,
go
no,
away
fair
for a few hours, and
Cool.
gonna
You'll
be
be
coming
back.
back.
For the eliminations, eh?
I'll be back at 3. I got coaching, you see, so I have
Fair
to.
enough.
I have
yeah,
to get.
fair
I
enough.
have to get back.
I might catch the end of the eliminations.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks a lot. It was good fun commentating. Kubush, how are you? Looking very red. Were you in a rush? Thank you for coming.
I mean, I haven't been to this, so yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful, baby.
So we have Daniel and Rachel.
Okay, Kieran, would you like to introduce the live stream to Kubush?
Yeah.
Dear viewers, I'll skedaddle. I got some League of Legends coaching.
My
and
leg hurts.
Our secretary is gonna take over. Kieran can give some insight on how his fight went.
Which one is mine?
You did very well. You did very well. I'm not sure. I'm leaving all of my stuff with you guys. I'm just getting my jacket. Okay, so go on. And enjoy. Enjoy your water.
Thank you.
My stream.
My leg hurts. Fuck. Ow. There's a very clean strike on my leg when I put my sword on his thing, but I didn't draw it, so I didn't get a point. That was my fault. Mainly because when we normally fight, I'm so used to getting hit and calling it and saying, okay, we're done. But like in this, if I had continued, I would have got a point. So we're about to go into the next fight. How was your day?
Pretty okay.
I didn't get a
First of
photo
all-
last night. I was very sad.
Oh yeah. Should we change the names in the?
Oh yes, let's change the names. This is not Owen and Andrew. This is actually no one, because you got to buy. Because there's odd amount of participants. Can you go there? Daniel is red. Daniel. And blue fighter is Rachel.
Blue struck in, straight to the glass.
Ironically, he has a blue stripe on his pants and she has a red shirt.
Yeah.
That might be a bit confusing.
It's to do with the corners though. But it's quite an interesting match because we were actually watching broadsword versus longsword.
Can you explain what's the difference between those two?
So, the broadsword is one-handed, which is the most obvious feature. The hand is protected by a basket hilt, so it's almost impossible to get the glove taps. It's also shorter range, so as you can see, Rachel cannot strike at the long range of the longsword. So she needs to get really in close before she can do much. Oof. Ooh! Getting the tap on Daniel's gloves there.
Looked like she waited patiently for her opportunity.
That
to
is
strike.
actually one of the main traits of Rachel. If you watch her fight, you will know that she is very patient. And that was it.
That was a quick fight.
One double. That was Rachel, right? That was Blue Fighter, yeah?
That was, blue one. Rachel won that, yeah.
Okay. So let us head into
a post-game analysis.
Post-game analysis, yes. I think that was a very good first round. We saw a lot of good fights. It was very interesting to see the broadsword actually take that round. But to be fair, she's trained in broadsword for a very long time.
What happens to the people who lost? Do they go to like a loser's bracket or are they just eliminated?
So I think what happens is that people with higher points get matched with people with higher points, and people who lost that round will play into people who lost.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the next fights are coming in.
Kira in red and Peter in blue in the top pool. And Chris in red and Vilja in blue in the bottom pool.
Ooh. This is going to be very interesting. So they're just going to... Oh, actually, let's do the names now. Chris is red and Vilja's blue. Nice. I finished my essay last night.
Ah, congrats.
At 5 a.m. And then
got much sleep.
Sure, I woke up at 7 to get myself ready.
Okay.
So I am definitely very awake for this, as you can tell. That first fight woke me up, so.
Okay, so I take it Fire A is red, Fire A.
Yeah, the one that is the colour.
Yeah. Suck.
So one of the committee is red, actually, but there's two committee in the fight. So one committee is also.
Are they? Okay, so let's transition to the fight cam. And so we have Chris in the blue corner and Vilja in the... Oh no, I've said that wrong. The opposite of what I just said there.
Chris in the red corner and Vilja in the blue corner.
Yes.
Is that a longsword versus a longsword?
Yes, this is longsword versus longsword. This is a standard match.
How do one get an advantage in such an even matchup?
In such an even matchup, this really depends on your skill now. You just need to know your range, have good technique, unlike me, good footwork, unlike me. Ooh. Ooh. As you can see, both fighters very defensive here, going in for the strike and parrying. Going in for the stab. I think she got it. Yep, with no afterblow, I don't think. Oof. Yep.
So who got the point?
What?
Who got the point?
Vilja got a point for the thrust there.
Okay.
She got 2 points. Oh, that was a glove shot, but I think it was too tippy.
Wait, 2 points.
Why 2 points?
Yeah.
Because the rules. Oh, that was... Not sure what just happened there. I think there was a cut, but I don't think it was a very clean one. Ooh, that was a good hit, but I think it was flat from my angle. So the judges are no points to everyone. So yeah, everyone starts with 6 lives, and you get lives taken off once you get hit. So we have 6 lives on blue and 4 lives on red.
Is there like 6 lives just for one fight or for the entire?
For the whole fight.
One fight.
We have 6 lives.
Not for the entire tournament.
No. Otherwise, you like get to the end and one person will have 6 lives, the other one will have 1 life. We're gonna see. We're not gonna see the red fighter at all because he's just gone off the camp. He's kind of gone out the map. So I think they've just Yep. Clean strike from blue. Ooh. 4 lives to 2. I'm just repeating what he says now. Who do you think is gonna win? Red or blue?
Blue.
You think blue's gonna win?
Yeah.
You know, I think red fighter needs to
Yeah.
needs to not go off the map, not go off the fighting area, because then I can't see him. No, like in the stream.
Viewer can.
Viewer can't see him at all. Who's next?
Wait, that's illegal.
Oh, I'm next.
2 points from blue.
Lemmy, you might need to take over after this.
Top rule 1 blue wins. Or top rule 2, sorry. Forgetting the number.
Blue.
Blue wins, yeah.
Right. Charlie and Robin.
Next fight in the top pool is Charlie in red. Charlie in red and Robbie in blue.
Great time.
So there's a time limit. If nobody kills each other, they both lose.
Oh wow, that's
Just to make it a meme.
so it limits some defensive possibilities.
Yep, and it forces both players to play aggressive towards the end.
Draw, blue doubles.
Okay. So we have a draw.
I'm in, so
I was not aware that that was a possible outcome.
it's draw, so it doesn't matter. Yeah?
Yeah, Christian blue. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a draw. Can you take over then? Or somebody else?
Hello.
Interesting.
What do you think of that? I like this, the match I was like in front of us.
Yeah, it was
really
pretty good.
cool.
Explanation is Kieran and Daniel.
She was landing pretty clear.
Yeah? It's pretty nice.
Now we're gonna watch Kieran.
Okay, so again, double long swords.
We've got Daniel against Kieran. Kieran was doing
Oh,
pretty good.
probably change the. Yeah, no idea
No,
how
it's
to do
fine.
that.
Let him watch it.
Oh, goes for it.
Oh, that was nice. Wow.
Interesting. No idea what just happened there. Looks like they both go to each other a bit.
Kinda, yeah, on the sides.
For the exchange, Red's upward thrust connected with the mask with enough force to
Okay, so apparently what happened was red fighters thrust connected onto the mask and it was clean without a counter attack, so blue lost 2 points. Oh. Interesting.
As blue came in first, he got the line to exit before the strike came in his head. 2 points from red, 1 point from blue.
So it's 3-2 for now. It was a 2-for-1 exchange.
It looked painful, like.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, Kieran.
I'm pretty sure this sport is painful at times. Like when you get stabbed in the chest.
Oh, God. That's like
That
a
must be
couple
painful.
like
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Fancy footwork. Circling each other. Not sure what the time limit is, but
I think it's 3 minutes.
pretty soon they're gonna have to start playing aggressively. Otherwise they both lose.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was quite. Oh, jeez. Fierce strike.
Clean strike against blue. 2 lives left to 1 life left. You can still win it.
It's gonna be very close. Blue has one life left and red has 2 lives left. So it's anyone's match at this point. Let's see what happens here. They're both playing it slow. Oh,
Oh, Kieran.
blue has the range advantage.
He's quite aggressive.
Ooh.
Jeez. Oh, that was a hand. Oh, man.
I think he got hit in the hands there.
Strike high, swing with this cut to the hands and the bring back down. Clean cut from blue. Well done.
So blue won barely.
Yeah.
Did you change the name?
No, we didn't. We don't
No.
know how to do that. So
Show us how to do it so we can change it. Do we
no,
just-
not here. I don't think it's here.
Well, good job.
Nope, I did not throw it.
Such a small space.
So how do we change the name?
So to change the name, you click on Fight Cam, red fighter, double click, and you change the name to whoever.
Oh,
Also,
Let us go to.
we should do one person from the RMAS and one person from the live. Because
we
if there are 2
should.
people from the live,
You have no
they
idea what
don't-
we're talking
yeah.
about. But everyone from RMAS is busy and waiting for fights.
Okay.
So it's
What happened
quite
there? I'm gonna assume that it looked like you got barely like scratched on the mask and you thought you lost, so you just kind of gave up. Like,
yeah.
Red one. One double.
Yes.
Charlie one. Do you want me to just put it in? Okay, the last fight in the top pool will be Rachel in red.
We're actually gonna. Should we move the camera because the next fight is actually no. They can move it here, right?
aren't there like 2 fights simultaneously?
Can you do it in Noodles? Can you do it in this one? Can you do it in this one? The bottom. Yeah. There we go. Rachel and Andrew. So Rachel's red. Rachel in red. And Andrew in blue. Okay, we'll transition whenever they're ready. Waiting for Andrew to get his mask on.
Is this a fight between two veterans?
Yeah, kind of actually. They're both committee members, so yeah, I would say so. They're not new.
How's your chest, kid? I saw you getting hit there. Pretty crazy.
Sad. My leg hurts from my first fight with Robbie, where he just went right down and got me in the thigh. That was so sad.
Did you lose both of your fights? So far?
Yeah, I have.
I think it's because you haven't slept enough.
Yeah, maybe.
As I told you to.
As long as I'm participating, right? That's the main thing.
That's what losers tell each other to feel better.
Am I not a loser though?
Okay, you got me there.
Okay, so this is going to be the last fight of this round.
There's some mask switching going on.
There is mask switching to get better fitting. Due to the space being so limited, it's actually quite difficult to fight.
Shouldn't we like move the camera a bit so it covers this corner or back? Like she doesn't cover either of them.
Yeah, there's no thing that covers both.
Okay. It looks like both are
broadsword versus longsword. Oh, ooh.
What's the time limit on the?
3 minutes, I believe. I don't know. I actually don't know. So, I think it's 3 minutes. But I think what happened was there was some fighting going on, obviously, and I think the point was awarded to no one. Nobody was given the point because it was so messy. A quick thrust from Andrew, blue fighter. Oh, what?
That is a nasty cut.
Getting hit in the hand on his way out. But I think he managed to get the cross guard of the red fighter. Yeah. So what happened was there was a thrust, but there wasn't very good thrust. So, and then as the red fighter came out, she hit him on the hands, taking 2 lives off blue fighter. It's not looking good for the longsword fighter.
I mean, she looks pretty good with the broadsword.
Yeah, she's the go-to person to learn broadsword off of. So she also has just like unbelievable. Like her defense is really unbelievable. It's really good. And that was with longsword. But now that she has, basically when you have a broadsword, you only need to worry about one hand. And your hand is covered by the guard. So you're never really going to get worried about like getting tapped like I did. Which is such a cheeky move, but it's so fun to do. Which one's mine? So this one must be mine. Oh, we should have points, shouldn't we?
Yeah, kinda, but like we're not gonna. We're just saying them because. It's just,
we should have points.
No, they are changing like too quickly to
I guess
reliably
so.
change them in the middle of the stream.
I guess so.
We could hold like pieces of paper with points and just switch manually. Ooh, that was a nice exchange.
Ooh. I think that was a hit in the wrist from the broadsword. Congratulations.
Fight to red.
Team Red winning that.
Team Red.
So red wins medals.
Yep.
And that's all the fights done, yeah?
Yep. So let's go to the post-game analysis.
What was the score in the end?
Something.
Okay.
Well, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Looked pretty close as well.
It was. The broadsword's doing really well, actually. I don't know how well the side sword is doing, but I expect the side sword to do well as well.
What's a side sword?
It's the one that Robbie is holding, the one sitting down on the couch. It's like a single-handed sword that looks like a mix between the rapier and the RMAS.
I've seen you fight against it.
Yes.
And I can...
That's, yeah. So, I think he was doing pretty well. He looks like he was doing well. I think we're heading into the next pool now.
Right, so what colour is this one? What colour? That's red. What colour is that one? Okay. The first fight in the top pool will be Peter in red and Rachel in blue. In the bottom pool, we will have Daniel in red and Robbie in blue.
Wait, so is the top pool like the people with better points?
No, it's mixed. It's random.
Oh, okay.
I think it's random anyway. I think how it works is that it's random on both sides, but like, so for example, if I won and someone else won, we would fight each other, and the two losers would fight each other to get more points. I think that's how it works. I don't know. So I think we're going to see Daniel versus Robbie. This is going to be very interesting. Arming sword versus long sword. Wait.
Oh wait, Rachel is in blue. Sorry.
Yeah.
2 fights in a row. That's
Trying to get as many fights going as we can. Daniel red, Robbie blue. Well, they're gonna go into it, so I'm gonna switch before I finish editing.
so we're gonna see the. How's the sword called?
It's a side sword.
Side sword.
Yep.
We're gonna see it in the action. Okay, so take me through this matchup. Explain the.
So the long sword, obviously, as you can see, has slightly greater range, but the side sword has more control. Only needing to worry about really one hand. He has more flexibility to really what he can do. Also, Robbie is he's a veteran. He's been here a very long time. He knows his distance. Oh, getting thrusted right in the mass there. I don't know if there was a hit from Blue Fighter.
I think he did hit him in the hands from below.
Did he?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yep, that's a double. That means everyone loses.
So 2 lives of each fighter.
Yep, so they're both on 4 lives now.
Even though, like, I mean, stabbing someone in the face is kind of like better than cutting someone in the hands, isn't it?
True, but that's not how the points work. It's to do with if you can hit them, really. On this matchup. I think that was another double.
Yeah, pretty sure.
The judges are...
What happens if they both lose 6 at the same time?
Both lose.
So there seem to be a lot of lose-lose scenarios.
Yes, Blair said at the start he wants people to fence more defensively, and he also wants to defense more aggressively by putting on the time limit. So, yes, he wants people to block, but at the same time he doesn't want us to block all day long. So.
Oh, so it was not quite even.
I think that was a double, yeah. Not a double, an afterblow. Oh, going into the hide ox position here. Ooh, getting hit in the hands. Really nice hit there. I didn't see a afterblow coming from Red Fighter there, but And that goes blue. Fight wins.
Okay.
Were there any doubles? Were there any doubles? Yeah, there was one.
There was one double.
Yeah.
So the next fight in the bottom pool is Andrew in the red corner and Vilja in the blue corner.
I can't even spell this. Is it Vilja? GIA?
No, that's correct. Yeah.
There we go. Longsword versus longsword, I think. Andrew. Oof. So the fighters are getting their masks on now. What did you think of that last fight?
That was pretty cool. I think it's always cool when one of the fighters is using something else than the longsword.
When the tournament is advertised as mixed weapons and there are only 2 other non-longswords, yes. Very nice, RMAS. We should definitely widen our spectrum, I think, of weapons. I would definitely...
I think sickles should be allowed.
They are allowed, just nobody wanted to use one.
Why didn't you?
Because... yeah. Joe, for my last fight, maybe after this one, if I'm allowed to switch weapon, I will use sickle, shall I?
You are a meme.
The meme lord.
No, a meme.
So I think they're just getting ready. Both fighters are in their corners. And here they go. Oof. Intense match going on here.
Opening ceremony.
Okay. It's both that very standard German longswording techniques going on. Gonna see. Ooh!
Oh, that's a nasty thrust.
A really quick thrust straight into the mask from the red fighter there.
Looks like both have pretty good footwork.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. So that's 6-4. Or 4-6, blue to red. Oof. Going into Ox to... Oh, he's gonna go in for the thrust. Doesn't really quite hit it. The parry doesn't give it anything either. There's a strike to the hands, but it was very, very tippy. And I don't think the refs even saw it. Oh, he's gonna go in for the strike. Doesn't quite get in the range. Oh. There's a man in the way of the camera. Don't mind. I think there was a strike to the hands there. Lots of contact with the hands, the judge is saying, but it was very tippy, so they didn't know whether to really count it, so they let them keep fighting. But there was a clear strike to the arms, and that last one.
Judges saw a lot of contact between the hands and the blades. Red, you see the clean strike on the arm.
4 lives each. Oh, going in for the hit there. Both fighters not getting anywhere. A nice parry from blue. Oof.
He's going for the...
Just out of range again.
I mean, he's trying to stab her a lot.
Yeah. Stabbing is
Nasty technique.
very good. Yep, I think that was a point to blue. This is 4-2. If if red fighter takes a hit here, he will lose this match. Doesn't matter if he gets the hit in after, he's still going to lose his 2 lives that he has
At this
left.
point, should the blue fighter just rush at him and try and get a double?
No, because he'll lose anyway.
Blue fighter.
Blue fighter. Oh, actually, yes. At this point, yes. Yeah, that's a really good strategy, actually. If you manage to whittle your opponent down to the point where they have 2 lives, you can openly walk up and just smack them on the head. They are on 2 lives each now. This is match point. Whoever loses this will lose this match. Oof. This is the last hit. Oh, getting hit in the gloves. Going to red fighter, I think.
Quick retort from red there. Gloves, nice and clean. 2 points from blue, please. Victory red.
Can you do it?
Hello again.
Next fight in the bottom pool is Chris in the red corner and Kieran in the blue corner.
Oh, go Kieran.
I got one to come.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello.
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 Welcome.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Hi.
Interesting
What are we watching?
fight so far.
What
We are
are we
watching
watching?
the Chris versus Kieran.
I love how we just have a feature fight area there. It's all good.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of the tournament so far?
Pretty good. I like
Yeah.
the fights where people fight with different weapons, not just
no,
long swords.
yeah, it's definitely a lot more fun. A lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. It's actually a very fun to watch sport, I would say, in general.
Aye. Who do we have?
Okay, and they have started.
You should work out who's fighting.
It's in.
It's Kieran versus.
Yeah, versus
I
Chris.
forget his name. Anyways, so they're both fighting longsword. So what are we looking for? Oh, Kieran with an excellent stab there. Attempted block.
Excellent use of the bind and capitalizing on an opening by thrusting forward. 2 points from red.
There you go. Kieran is a very, very good fighter. He's improved a lot in the past few months. He joined just this year, so he's definitely what I would call a rising star in RMAS for sure. He's picked up a lot of Italian from some of the other veterans in RMAS as well, so he's got a very, very distinct flair about him.
Mm-hmm.
He's very, very fun to watch. Ooh, that was a very good feinted strike there. Kieran is storming at this fight. To be fair, his opponent is relatively new. He's been only here for a few months. It's a good block there, though. Very good block. Bit. Watch their range. Kieran with a, I believe that's Bolstooth stats. I can't quite tell from this angle. Bolstooth being Italian stats. Very patient for this last point. He only needs to get a clean hit to win. And there it is. I believe that was quite the clean hit. Very, very strong performance of Kieran there.
A pretty good fight.
He is definitely the one to watch, I think, this tournament.
That's his first win as well.
So, double sickle was it?
It's not his first win. I think he won one early, I think.
Otherwise, you could do very this weapon, but not this weapon. This weapon. Keep swapping. We usually take.
So, what's the next fight?
We do not know that yet.
Yeah, there's no Rachel and Robbie who are one-handed weapons. There's no shields, there's no charges, because someone's a fucking twat.
Oh, come on!
Hi!
We're live! It's blurred out. I was initially going to go with a Viking shield.
Yeah,
I decided not to because honestly speaking, it would not be fun for anyone if I worked out how to use it properly during the fights. I would end up probably beating a fair number of people in a way that's not very fun for them because it's a very hard thing to fight if you don't know how to fight it, and not many people know how to fight it. So I decided not to. I decided to go longsword, but I will perhaps next year I will go Viking shield if people are taught how to sort of fight against shields in general. There's not been much of that, so
it must be fun to watch a shield and a sword match versus just a longsword.
It is a lot of fun. 2 years ago we had the winner of 2 years ago's tournament. So I think it was our very first charity tournament. It was Ewan Lowe, who was, I believe, he became president of RMAS. I think he was either president then or president the year after. He came in with the Viking shield and absolutely smashed the competition. I hold that I came closest to beating him in the pools. But he still beat me. He was absolutely terrifying. He charged people. Some people were actually running back away from him. So it was absolutely hilarious. But he did very well that tournament. Nobody really managed to challenge him. But it was very, very entertaining tournament, that one. He knew what he was doing. So all props to him. This year we have no shields in this one. Last year we had Rachel win with, I think it was broadsword and charge. So very interesting. With Blair staring me down. It's absolutely terrifying.
You're a disappointment to the Empire, I want you to know this.
Oh wow. Please tell me you don't actually mean that. Oh god, he does.
How long you're like, oh yeah, I've got Targe, I'm going with Targe last week. Oh, you know what? Viking shield today. No, just a longsword.
It's a bit of resentment now. I maintain it would not have been much fun for me to go Viking. It wouldn't have. And we fight nonetheless.
Looks like we have a bit of a pause in between matches.
In between rounds, yes, yeah.
How's the stream?
It's good, I think it's going good.
Yeah.
Camera quality seems really nice, actually. Very smooth. So this is what the stream sees, right?
Yeah. That on the right.
I've had a bit of a guide for viewers as to the players to watch. Definitely Kieran.
Yeah.
Doing very well. Charlie has also done fairly well today. Rachel, as ever, she's doing pretty well with her broadsword. She definitely. I think the free to watch are definitely Charlie, Kieran, and Rachel. Rachel won last year, but she's doing impeccably well with just a broadsword this year. Last year she had a shield with a broadsword. She's decided to forego this year. Peter is also always very, very entertaining to watch with his longsword because nice go with wide sweeps sometimes, nice flourishes because he does great sword. It's a lot heavier, a lot harder to stop, so he has to keep going. I mean, yeah, definitely a few people to watch here this tournament. And of course we have all the veterans. We have Robbie.
What's the format? How's the winner decided?
So currently we're in the pools. In the pools round, so we're generating points. I believe to get to the eliminations you have to win at least 2. But then if there are ties, it's decided on how many doubles there are. So doubles are when you hit each other at the same time without any concern for your own sort of quote unquote safety, basically. And then it's eliminations. Down to, I believe we're going to have a third place and a first place to get the match. So.
Okay.
Very exciting. So far I've won one and lost one, so I think we need to basically be sure to get through. I think we need to win at least 2 more. So I have doubled out quite a bit.
Okay, yeah. So everyone will fight 4 fights in the pool round?
I believe 5.
5, okay. And
Could be
how many people advance to the next round?
8. 8 out of the 11. And at stage it's quarter-final, semi-final, and third place and final. It's just a break between rounds where everybody get a bit of chill. What's been the most exciting fight to you so far? What do you say?
I think the one with the broadsword.
Yeah.
The best one. The one between I believe it was
Rachel with the broadsword.
Yeah,
and Rachel in
and
red with the broadsword. Yeah.
and someone who's also a veteran. There was someone in the red shirt.
Would it have been Andrew? Rachel
yeah,
versus
yeah,
Andrew.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
so.
I was watching that. It seemed quite impressive from over there. I think veterans are putting a good show today, and some of the more newbie fighters as well. I'm particularly interested in how Kieran's going to do. Kieran is an excellent fighter. He's only been here a few months, but he's doing very
he's
well.
usually in a range disadvantage, right? He's usually in a range disadvantage.
I mean, range is a factor, and
I like
I'm
that
tall. I
you're
use
talking
it.
on the fight. I like that you're talking on the fight cam.
Yeah, no idea how to switch the scenes.
Oh, you click on cast the cam, and then click transition.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah, there we go. Well, now we can have a proper conversation. But yeah, I think definitely 4 to watch: Peter, Kieran, Rachel, and Andrew.
Imagine.
So how big of a factor the range is in a fight?
Range. I mean, range is a factor. I'd
You'll
say.
know when you fight against all.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, when you're fighting against.
At range.
Yeah. I mean, it is an advantage. There are very, very few situations where it is not. Because when you're up against someone who's tall and who has a lot of range, because of that, you've got to close the gap, and that can be dangerous.
Yeah.
That is a point at which someone will have. That's the point at which you'll be within their range, where you are not.
Yeah.
That's the point at which they will try to hit you. But the idea is closing the gap, making sure that you are in range and that you are on even footing, basically. It's all about getting that threat in. If you're out of range, you're out of threat.
Yeah. Is there like one particular strategy that is very useful against people with higher range than yourself?
Generally, going in and covering yourself is a good strategy. Holding them in threat as you go in to make sure that they can't do anything. So holding them in the full guard, for example, while pushing in is a good way. If they try to beat your sword out of the way, then you can do something from that. You can resist them, stay in threat. It's just a good way of going about it, basically. I think we are slowly going to be heading to the next round. From spectators coming in, which is funny enough. Something I'm particularly interested in seeing if it does happen is broadsword versus Robbie's rapier over there. So that'd be Rachel versus Robbie. That would be a very, very interesting fight. I think mainly for the fact that both of them are very good at what they do with those weapons. Robbie is particularly well shaped with that rapier. And Rachel is excellent with that broadsword. Interesting to see how they combat each other in terms of facing each other's fighting styles down. Because obviously rapier is much more of a thrusting weapon, but you can also do cuts with it. I wonder how much of those Robbie will be doing against a broadsword. Because obviously a broadsword, much more of a cutting weapon than a stabbing weapon.
Yeah. So if that fight happens, what do you think we should pay attention to the most?
I think pay attention to. It's hard to tell without seeing it, without having seen it before. I've never seen that sort of fight before, so I think watch out for how Robbie watch out for Robbie's guards. He'll be very good on the guard. But also watch for Rachel's ways of getting around that guard, basically. Robbie will be excellent on the counter for those, I think. So watch Robbie's hits and counters and watch Rachel's initial attacks, I think, is the best way to go into that fight for her.
Hopefully we'll get to see that later on.
I hope we do. This break's taking a while. We're supposed to have another 3 fights each at least, so yeah.
Can we ask someone how long till the next fight starts?
Sure.
Hey, Kubush.
Hey, welcome. Say
Thank
hello
you.
to the stream.
How is the stream?
Pretty good.
Got some.
I'm pretty sure
Got a lot of info from Owen.
Yeah,
I was
it's
listening.
very insightful. That's why we try to make it one person from RMAS at all times, so they provide us.
So we understand it as well.
Yeah, exactly. They can provide that crispy insight into the fighting styles.
Awesome.
2 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna go with the next round in 2 minutes.
Do you have a favorite so far? Do you like someone's play style and fighting style?
Yeah, I do. I really like the broadsword. So Rachel, I think it's different than everybody else, and like she's pretty clean with it. I mean, you can see she's really good at what she does. I like that one. I'm pretty sure the stream quality isn't like the best because of the Wi-Fi we have here, but we can then rerun it. So
yeah, we're gonna rerun it for sure. So
it should be
everything
better.
goes better. I kind of like Robbie's style.
Same.
It's
actually.
kind of fancy looking.
Yeah, it seems like very fancy, but
He's pretty
I would say,
confident in himself, I would say, from what
I would say Rachel's like more effective.
Yeah.
All in all. She's like, she knows what she's doing. She doesn't need defensive moves. Just goes in and slaps people. Let's go.
What do you think about Kieran? He did pretty well.
Yeah, the last fight, he really did well. That was
Yeah.
really clean, nice moves. But unfortunately, he lost the two. I hope he advances to the next round. I really want to see him fight against like the top people.
He'll be fighting Vilya, so
Interesting.
that's pretty cool.
I've
She's
seen that
quite good
matchup
as
before.
well.
It's pretty even, I would say.
Yeah.
They have quite similar fighting styles, but slightly different. Kieran always complains that she counters him, basically.
Aww. Well, we'll see. He might do something new. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard that Owen said he's improved quite a lot. So
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people here are just veterans who've been here more than a year, so they obviously have the.
so it's pretty noticeable for new people when they've improved. Like you can notice, I guess. I think Daniel's also pretty good. He did pretty clean first times.
Yeah. I think he also has quite a high range with the sorry, and he's using it well. At least it looks so good. Hopefully we get some switchers in between pools, so we get to see some other people who've been maybe fighting more in the other
I
arena.
hope so too.
Unfortunately,
so Kieran
we
will
cannot
be
cover
fighting in
both.
the bottom one, so we won't be watching either.
Who will be fighting here? Maybe I can change the.
So first we're getting Rachel and Owen here.
Rachel and Owen, that's going to be
Yeah.
a high matchup. Can you tell me which side is which?
So Rachel is red and Owen is blue.
Right.
gonna see Robbie here at the last round. Yeah, so Kieran will be there on the bottom.
Looks like the break is slowly coming to an end. Yep. We're gonna go into the next fights very soon.
Fighters, listen up! Going into round 4, the first fight in the top pool will be Rachel in red and Owen in blue, followed by Kira in red and Charlie in blue. In the bottom pool, we will have Kieran in red and Vilya in blue, followed by Daniel in red and Chris in blue.
You like to?
What? Really? I thought it was.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Is
That's
it?
unfortunate.
Oh.
Which side am I?
So you switched
I
it.
think you're red, but I'm not sure.
Kieran.
Okay, we're gonna switch.
He's red.
We're gonna switch scenes for the Kiran versus Vilya matchup. Shame. Shame we don't get to see the other one because that's a hype matchup. But this one will be good as well.
I thought they were like. I guess they switched. I don't know. So,
It's gonna be interesting. Both players,
yeah.
as far as
Watch
I know,
Kieran
they
again.
play a bit defensively. So because of the time limit, they're gonna have to slightly iterate their fighting styles.
Yeah.
Judges, step forward to the plate, please.
And there we go. The fight begins.
I'm watching both because they're both interesting.
They're playing it slow so far. Oh, first move.
Oh,
Nice dodge.
nice.
They're weighing each other out so far. Oh,
Oh.
I do believe there was a strike into the.
2 points from blue.
Okay, so
Okay,
it's
that's
2
good.
points from blue.
Yeah.
6-4 for now. No counter attack. They're looking for an opportunity.
Oh. Okay.
One good hit.
Oh.
Nice dodge.
Oh.
Oh.
Kieran's so good with the
Yeah,
moves.
wow.
Oh.
That was very quick moves. Oh. Nice swing there.
Damn.
Playing it very slow. Trying to bait out the opponent. Very similar
Kinda
range.
intense.
Oh.
Oh.
That is a.
That was very fierce.
Yeah, that was quite nasty. He just charged.
Oh my god. That was quite funny.
So it's 6-2 for now. The blue is one hit away from elimination from that fight.
Oh shit. Careful.
Ooh. Was there a hit?
What? Who hit who?
Double. So
Okay,
they
one
hit each
double.
other. And in that case, the blue loses.
No, sorry, red.
So every double that you get against you is
It was very good. Oh. Oh, they're still fighting, Owen and Rachel. Oh, good job, Kieran. Just gonna sit there.
I'm gonna sit here.
Okay.
I mean, my arms.
Can you look who's fighting right
So
now?
the next fight is Daniel in red and Chris in blue. Chris in blue and Daniel in red.
Blue fence ready.
Okay, there we go. And here they go.
How have you been enjoying your matches?
Oh, I enjoyed yours. It was pretty fun. Last time when you charged at her, that was that was fierce.
I don't know if I got the hit, and so I had to kind of like finish it.
The blue is fighting with a phone in his back pocket, so that's probably
that's
not
a
doing
lot.
well.
Good parrying and then counter parrying.
Oh,
There's a
strike.
strike.
Yeah, he was
Nice.
aiming for the hit so badly.
Yeah, that was a
Nice. Very good.
Oh, we didn't get to see the Owen versus Rachel fight. I'm really,
Oh,
it's really
won
like.
though?
It seems that
Who won?
the top pool is sometimes has better matches.
oh, Owen won.
The top pool is the people who are doing the best. So yeah, you're right.
I see. I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was a back one. Eh.
Maybe you could switch the pools so people who are doing better would be on stream.
It's going to get confusing for that though, because they're reading top and bottom of the machine.
Okay. Note to the future streams.
I didn't know that.
I think that's mine. That's yours.
What if for like the next time we set the table around there and then
Because the Wi-Fi's are even worse,
Oh,
and there's no plugs up there.
oh
okay.
yeah, right. Okay.
Followed by a strike into the hands. 2 legs left.
When are you gonna have a face on your mask?
When I get a mask,
Ah.
because that's not mine. I can't wait though.
That was really hard.
And the strike to the hand. I think. Victor to red.
Well done. Who
Daniel
won?
wins.
Red.
Daniel, again, he's playing so good, this guy.
We're in doubles. No. That's it for this group. So I think there's one more. Right. Yeah, they've got one. So we'll move that one down here. Peter versus Robbie.
So, who's fighting here next?
Can I get sides?
Peter in red.
We could just do it now, eh?
Yeah, we could actually. And Robbie blue.
Could we have the last fight for that poll in this one? We've got Peter in red versus Robbie in blue.
Okay, so we're gonna get a fight from the top pool here.
There he goes, the Fiora with a mustache.
That's quite a scary mask. I don't think you can see it on the camera, but
Yeah, I mean, when I was taking pictures, it just looked kind of creepy. Like he's kind of fully black.
yeah.
That's a pretty good equipment, though.
Yeah.
From top to bottom. Not getting scratched and stuff. At least.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you wanna cast?
Yeah. I thought you were both getting up, and I was like, oh, right, I'm doing it myself. Okay.
Who wins? No doubles.
Who wins?
Blue.
Blue.
Yep. And no doubles.
Great.
So we've got
This one.
red.
So we are heading into the last fight of pool number 4 with Robbie in the blue side and Peter in the red. What I've noticed is that we're actually got this in the wrong side. So let's switch this around. Wouldn't that make more sense?
Yeah, dude, definitely.
That's so annoying. There we go.
How many people are...
And
can you
here
tell
we go.
how many people are watching?
Free concurrent viewers.
Yeah.
But then it's quite laggy due to the internet. So when it goes on the rerun, it's also at better time because it's quite early right now.
Like share it on the page when you put it up on Facebook, because then everyone else.
Because everyone here will be watching it then. So yeah.
I want to see how fat I look.
Don't worry.
Cameras add weight, don't they?
So that was a hit from the red fighter, I believe, onto the hands of the blue fighter.
I'm pretty sure Judges didn't notice. He just told them like, "Oh, I got hit in the head."
That's being, a fair player.
Yeah. Are we allowed to curse on stream?
Are we like to what?
Curse on stream.
Yes, I believe.
Blair was just cursing.
Yeah, he was. So
Because I'm hungry as fuck.
I would suggest not, but if you can't control it, obviously it's okay. Okay, we're heading into the next bout here.
Do you know that Riot casters get fined for every F-bomb they drop on stream?
Do they?
It really hasn't happened for a while now, but
Is it quite a big fine? Or
yeah, I think so. Because it's a huge meme. Like, whenever someone says that, everyone says, "Oh, fined." No idea how much it is, but yeah, it used to happen a lot during like earlier days. Casters would just say left and right.
coming into their third bout, longsword versus arming sword. This is a German longsword, if you are interested. I believe this is an Italian-style arming sword that the blue fighter is using. Ooh, ooh, that was a really quick sidestep there. I would also like to comment on the very well-dressed referees we have on site today. As you
Agreed,
can see,
definitely.
definitely looking their part.
What's with the kilt?
What's with the kill? I like it.
Yeah, same. But like, is it a meme or something? Like, is there a backstory to it?
Not that I'm aware of, but there might be.
Maybe there's a lost bet or something.
Maybe.
Because it's quite cold in here. I'm cold even in my like hoodie and.
Yeah, but he'll be used to it if he has one, right?
I guess so. Yeah, it's because people seem to just wear shorts even though it's like -10 outside.
True. Yep. No. Everyone.
What's the score?
I have no clue because they're not saying. They just.
Yeah, they just did.
Did they? Oh.
Yeah. I just didn't hear it correctly.
Ooh. Just out of range there. Oh, going in for the
so
glove
clean. Wow.
slash. That's so cheeky.
Pretty nice.
Match blue. Let's go to post-game analysis.
That was pretty cool. I really like the last point.
Arming sword is so beautifully executed by Robbie.
We're 2 rounds and then we'll call it there for the
Just been told that there will be 2 more rounds before
Round
the
5.
eliminations begin and the
In the
lunch.
top pool, the first fight will be Owen in red and Kira in blue, followed by Rachel in red and Charlie in blue. In the bottom pool, we will have Peter in red and Kieran in blue, followed by Chris in red and Andrew in blue.
What's the fight again?
So, you see, I'm
Me and Peter.
Are you
No,
are you blue?
no, me and Peter. No.
Are you
You're in
blue?
the first fight in red in the bottom pool.
Okay, yeah.
I'm blue.
So,
Double
Kieran is blue.
It's the
Blue
battle of the
double.
vice presidents.
Oh,
And there we go. We switch to the fighting scenes. You can see there in the corner of your screen Owen preparing for his fight. Ooh.
Step forward, touch blades. Change the front.
And we're about to start the fight. Go. Again, they are weighing each other out, approaching slowly. Oh. Side step
flash.
backwards. First attempt.
oh,
And the swings. Oh my god, nice parries from both sides. No one gets a clean cut. So block again.
nice.
Kieran's playing quite aggressively.
He's confident, you can
Yeah.
see it.
Again, nearly missing the gloves there.
Oh,
Oh,
That
I'm
was-
pretty sure that was a double.
Yeah,
that was
a
very
double.
messy.
Very good.
Cosplaying the Egyptian hieroglyphs.
They tried to recreate the scene by being Egyptians. Alright.
So that was a 1-2.
Oh,
Again, very messy.
it was getting confusing. Was that a double again? They're doing the Egyptian poses.
Slight disagreement between the judges. Seems like they are arguing who towards 2 points to. The contenders trying to intimidate each other by doing scary poses and ritual mating dances.
Winning dance, is that it?
So, first clean strike. Side. Then goes to back right.
Okay, so we've got a tie, 3-3 now. They both were quite even. To extend it so far. Oh, he moves to counter attack. Oh, and he gets stabbed in the mask.
Oh,
That's
god damn it.
slight disagreement between the judges again.
Oh, he was confusing them.
Let's see. They are disputing the points right now. And fighters are doing the dances again. Do some Fortnite dances. Do Fortnite dances. Yeah.
Don't. That's so common. They confuse the judges
Looks like
so
we
much.
do have a conclusion.
Position or intent. Thrust.
What?
Being thrust. Keeps blue. 2 points off red. Making it 3 less left, 1.
Okay.
Oh, so that was a clean 2 points for Kieran there.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it looks like he just he was just
I mean, his slash just landed.
Oh, that's such a nice slash. Wow.
Good job.
Right across the mask.
That's so good.
Nice hug.
How many doubles was that?
None.
Okay.
It's now nice and clean.
Good job, Kieran. That was pretty
Next
fun.
up, bottom pool. We have Chris in red and Andrew in blue.
Yeah, so Andrew in blue, Chris in red.
If say if it wasn't this tournament, if it was another tournament.
Whoa.
You're alright. That was good fighting.
Nice, Kieran.
Can you
So good.
come here for a post-fight interview? I wanna quickly like ask you what happened there.
During the fight.
Yeah. Like, walk us through it quickly.
Well, what happened was,
Okay, no time. We've got another fight.
no, we got another fight. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
During post-game analysis.
And here they go. Both with their long swords again.
Yeah.
And playing it slow, walking around. First strike.
Andrew versus Chris. This is very interesting. Chris is actually fairly new to the RMAS group. Joined only a few months ago, I believe. See, you're cold. I'm like roasting because I've been walking around.
Yeah, it's quite cold.
Yeah. There was actually. Oh, that was a
nice
really
stab.
clean thrust straight to the gloves there.
Exchanges, infinitive. Just from blue, 2 points from red. 6 lines.
Ooh, going in for the strike, doesn't quite get the range in there. He's gonna go for a glove shot, also doesn't quite get it. Oh, stepping forward, having to fall back due to the threat of the blade. Ooh, and that's
I think there were some. I think there was a glove hit.
that glove hit there. From the blue fighter.
Yeah.
Cut down from blue. With 2 lines red. 6 lines. Good.
Oh, there might be some. Oh no, he's okay. This both going, assuming the vom tag position, which is almost default. He's gonna go in for the feint hit. Ooh. That's a very tippy hit from blue fighter there. Gets the parry in just in time. Going for the long fight, going for the thrust, doesn't quite get it, and here comes another. Ooh, ooh. It's not quite sure who got that match, but
is Arthur not fighting?
I don't think Arthur's here yet. Arthur went to go. He went home.
I mean, it's already Sunday, so like,
Unless he doesn't know about it, which I'd be quite surprised. I mean, I have not spoken to Arthur in a while. Ooh. Getting hit in the arse by Blair with the stick. I don't think that counts as a point though, unfortunately.
Shame.
Yeah. I've noticed that. Oh!
That was a hit. From
Yeah,
below, right? Quite cheeky.
I'll tell you what's cheeky. Going for a one-handed thrust with a long sword. And I don't think Peter was very happy.
Oh, in your fight.
It's like something you don't do. Because there's like, if you do it, you've lost control of your sword. So like, but because I did it at the end of the, because I got the point from it, it was okay.
Was that the one you cut like through over his mask?
It was the last one.
The last one, yeah, that was really nice.
Because I realized that we were basically in range, but I wasn't like, if he stepped back, he would just be just out. So if I could like get that extra range from using the other side of my hand, then I got it. Is that the last?
Vilya versus Robbie.
So who won?
Andrew.
Yeah.
So, next fight here.
One more fight.
Robbie in the blue corner.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Really?
Always fun to watch some Robbie.
And Robbie. Robbie is very good. He is.
Yeah, I like
I've actually.
What is it called?
It's Italian something. Italian something. That's all you need to know. But like a lot of the things I do are actually taught from Robbie. A lot of my movements and
Yeah, I think Owen mentioned that
I steal from.
No. He said that her fighting style is like Italian something.
It's because Robbie does Italian, and the person who teaches me longsword learned some Italian with Robbie, so I've also picked up a wee bit of Italian. Judges are having a conversation, so we are not quite starting just yet. So what we'll do is we will do one last round. We're going to go for a break. I'm going to see if we can get an interview with Blair, the head instructor. And yeah, and then we'll go for the break. The stream will go on pause until the steel demo, and then after that there'll be another break, I believe, into the eliminations, which are like the top finals. Nice parry from Robbie there. That arming sword, much lighter, and due to lack of range.
So explain what happened there. Yeah, no, Mike doesn't pick that up, so you have to repeat that.
Oh, okay. So there was a cut from Blue Fencer to the leg, but it didn't hit, and in fact, Red Fighter actually managed to land a clean cut onto his hands as he went for that.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
I thought he maneuvered. I thought he maneuvered pretty well, like around, just dodging.
I don't think his sword was long enough. 2 lives each.
I don't think length matters. I think it's about.
I think it's quite a
technique.
factor. Ooh.
If your technique is right.
I definitely agree, and I would say, and just in terms of technique, I would say Robbie is far cleaner, especially the fact that he's just done this longer. Was there a hit? I didn't see one. 4-2. Blue fencer has 4 and 2 on red. Going in for the strike, parrying both hits, and now going on the offensive is the blue fighter. Gonna move it around. Oh, tried to get that thrust in, but wasn't quite in range. Oh, getting the block in perfectly.
That was close.
Ooh, another glove strike.
A few exchanges there, in which connections were made. Majority of it was deflected or defended by the defenser. The final clean strike came from blue, right into the hands, making victory blue. All right, we now move into the final round of
This is the final round. And then break for lunch. Could I get an interview with you, Blair, during the break?
Get it at lunch, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, going into round 6 in the top pool, the first fight will be Owen in red and Robbie in blue, followed by Charlie in red and Andrew in blue. In the bottom pool, we will have Peter in red and Chris in blue, followed by Vilja in red and Daniel in blue.
What's the first fight again?
Oh, you got a bag. Fight. I get an automatic win on the top side.
No, it's not.
Peter red, Chris blue.
Okay. There we go. I think it's just like you pause for that round. It doesn't count the points. It's just that everybody fights 5 matches because there's like 11 people. So you wait 1 round.
Yes. Yes. Peter in red.
blue fence ready. So judges.
You wanna go for lunch later?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Like during the break?
Yeah.
Because like I should say breakfast probably because I haven't even.
I've been breakfast. So. Oh. Peter. Blocking high, getting the low block, but I don't think that was quite enough for the.
Both fighters stood at the same time. The red landing flat. There's no valid strike there.
Yep, so.
Which makes it a clean strike
So
from blue. 2 points off.
So flat is when you land with the flat side of the sword, like this bit here. And
Self-explanatory.
so that means you're not actually cutting anyone, you're just kind of hitting them. So it doesn't really count as a point.
Slapping.
Yeah, just slapping them, really.
Smacking with a sword.
I think that point went to red fighter there.
So this is a tie for now. 4-4. Each
4-4.
round striking cleanly once.
Yeah. Just. Ooh, getting the gloves. Yeah, that was pretty clean.
That was pretty clean. Those gloves definitely. You can hear that very specific sound of sword slapping on the gloves, especially if it hits like the finger part from the top.
Yeah.
Nice block there.
Ooh, really
and a
good
counter-attack.
parrying. Not any definitive
Thrust
hits.
doesn't connect. They're
Ooh.
pretty close.
They are really close. They are really within range. Ooh, both missing. What? No one got any strike. It wasn't even contact there. Oh.
I think he got his hands though, like with the tip of his sword, and then he got hit in the leg.
Yeah. That was.
Victor Redden. What's the next? No. Next fight? Side?
Vilya on red. Daniel blue.
There we go.
I actually made it to the top side.
Great. Are you gonna be fighting in the top pool?
I don't know. No, depends. Depends how badly they fight. Because I'm not fighting, if people fence better than me, I think they can overtake me. I actually don't know. I'm in top 4 currently. I don't know.
Top 4? Oh, that's quite good. Okay, and there we go. Oh, I'm pretty sure there was a cut to the mask.
Maybe it was just too tippy. Judges did not call it. Both fighters on the tip of their toes. Ooh, getting the hit in. And there we go. There's the clean strike on the gloves.
Definitely. Like 2 times or 3 times, at least I would say. Okay, so 2 points to blue, it would seem so. How did you know I was going to do that?
Because I saw you going. Yep. Only clean strike there was the Unterhof from Blue Fighter. 6 lives to 4. In favor of Blue Fighter. Going in for the Nebenha, going in for Flick, both threatening each other with their points. Very much in range. Oh, getting. Oh, no, not quite with intent there. Definitely getting
Very
it.
close though.
Daniel getting this, not really getting the strike in. He's gonna, going in for the hit. I think that was a clean hit on the shoulder.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go.
No, I'm doing that not because I'm high, I'm
Because
doing
you
that
called.
because I'm called.
What you should do is you should go fight sword fight, and then you'll be roasting.
I don't think I'm allowed to though. Yeah, I don't think we're allowed to, right?
No, you need to be insured. Daniel doing really well today. He is really aggressive. He's probably the second most aggressive new fighter next to.
Oh, that was clean.
He actually got the going in for the. Huh? Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, he went in for the clean thrust going straight through the block. He did get an afterblow, so although I.
As Blue managed to get to the very extent within range, the actual strike itself, like the structure.
Oh.
Who's the first most aggressive person? Arthur?
Arthur is definitely by far the most aggressive new fighter this semester, this year, or last year, and this year. I would say Daniel probably comes after that. He is a very aggressive fighter. No, a lot of the new people, you'll notice, actually play very defensively, like me. Vilya plays very defensively as well. But Daniel, no, he goes full aggressive, going for the never hurt, and he's gonna go in for the strike. Doesn't quite get a good connection there. The Alba coming in, going for the strike. Going down through the mask. I think that was more of a draw than a cut because it was kind of stuck at the top.
Yeah. Victor Blue.
Blue.
Next fight.
Were there any doubles?
There wasn't any doubles.
Do you want to do this one?
They've got their like fourth fight. They're doing their third fight right now.
Yeah.
I don't know when to do their fourth fight.
No, plenty of time. It's only just, it's not even half, like just after half. Like, wait, half. Like you did their last fight.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. Who's the last one?
Rachel and Kira.
Sides.
Right.
So Rachel is on red, and Kira is on blue. There's a K-E-I. E-I, no. E-I-R-A. Kirian.
Just type that in.
K-E-I-R-A.
Oh, okay.
Kira.
Hero.
And this is Rachel.
Pretty much blue. Yeah, it was much blue. Yes, it was.
Just trying to see how well you can see
It's pretty good. We just can't catch like the corners.
Yeah, so when they fight past the yellow line, that's when we can't see them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just like
We'll have we'll probably when it comes to the finals, we'll only have like one thing going probably at the same time, so we might be able to find a better camera position.
Okay.
I might tilt this way.
Yeah, because we can move it into the center of
Yeah,
the hall.
I think that'll be much better.
What if the camera was there? Oh no, it can
It's
be.
the
there.
wire.
Okay.
So this is the last fight of the last round. Kira versus Rachel. Broadsword versus longsword. Committee member versus committee member. These two have been in RMAS for, I assume, a long time. Ooh, there's the one-handed strike. Doesn't quite get it. Hits the basket hilt instead. Ooh, not quite getting it. Blocking and going in for the attack again. Ooh. Is that going to be points taken off for footwork, or is that going to be points awarded for the kill? That's the question.
Can we maybe for later tilt the camera like lower it a bit because it catches like a lot of here and doesn't.
Do you want to lower it down? Nice.
No, you didn't do anything. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I think that's better. 'Cause you couldn't quite see that, but there was like
A stumble.
yeah.
Yes,
pretty much.
I'd agree. Oh, going in for the feint. Nevin Hutt. Not going back to Vom tag. Oh. I think the style that Rachel uses is actually derived from Scottish broadsword. I'm not entirely sure though, but it
That was
is.
close.
It's a very close hit. Going in for the bind, not really getting anywhere. There goes the strike, getting the basket hilt, both going, forcing Blue Fighter to go backwards. Oh.
She swings it really well.
Oh!
She found the arm.
Just got hit. Those are really good fights though.
Yeah, it was.
Really good blocking. Going in for another bite, going really aggressive there, forcing the blue fencer, right out of the.
You're not really sticking to the
Yeah.
space limitations.
It's actually really difficult to see how much space you have in the masks. And when all your focus is your opponent, it's even harder to tell. There was a thrust, but I think it caught onto the guard there. Such a strong defense. Go grabbing the sword and getting in for the hit. What a clean cut.
Is that allowed? Can she like grab?
Yes, as long as the sword doesn't slide, then it's okay. And that goes to Rachel.
Really good match.
And that is all of the rounds done. Let's go to the Kestercam post-game analysis. What do you think? Those are really interesting fights.
Yeah.
Really solid defense from almost everyone. I think there were some good strikes. There were some cheeky ones.
Yeah.
Yep. I need to pee.
Do you necessarily? Do you want to do the interview now?
Yes, I do. Before he goes to get up. Can you go to Tesco and grab me something? Actually, no, there's not much you can get. Thing is, I want somebody to stay with us.
So what's the plan?
I don't know.
Get the interview first, maybe.
Yep. Blair! Can we get head instructor Blair? Hello.
Hello. Oh, I look good. Hey.
Welcome.
Where are you? Where are you? You're here. Right. Hi.
What are you doing?
Oh, what a day, man! What a day.
I agree.
Yeah, fight's going really, really well today. I'm fairly impressed. This is, as I mentioned at the start, we're kind of piloting a new rule system. The instructors have been talking for the past few weeks. We wanted to do something a bit different with the charity tournament, and the lives-based thing we thought would produce a slightly different mindset in the competitors.
Definitely. No, I agree. Definitely.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah. I think everyone's been that little bit more defensive, like we wanted to. You can really see everyone literally fighting for their lives.
Yes.
So.
Defensive and yet aggressive towards the end.
Well, you've got to be. That's the point. The time limit as well. The whole thing is, if you don't eliminate all of your opponent's lives within the time limit, you've not been dominant enough to want the victory. So it's a nice it's a nice balance that I think we've struck here. So yeah, the instructors have been so far a little pushed to the limit when it comes to judging. Normally, there's that buffer, I guess we have, of whenever there's been an exchange, we don't necessarily need to know what order things have happened in. Whereas the definitive afterblow warrants you a certain point. That's been interesting, but the fights have been great. I've really enjoyed seeing them.
I've really enjoyed watching them as well.
Not being in them, just watching.
Being in them was stressful actually.
Stressful?
It was stressful.
Really?
It's
a charity tournament, man. Yeah, it's fun. It should be fun.
I would say it's fun and also stressful.
Fun and stressful. That's a good place to be in. So. You're just using your longsword, man.
Yeah, I am just.
I'm disappointed. Why?
I asked if I could. I asked if I could switch weapon, and I was told no, because I would have switched to double sickle.
I mean, you could have started with double sickle.
I could have started, but
if you wanted to, that's not a problem.
I don't think I was confident enough with double sickle. Okay. But no, charity tournament, maybe next year. Definitely, definitely. No, I'll promise right now. Okay. Next year, right? Charity tournament, double sickle.
I wouldn't. It's a bad idea, but that's on camera now. You can't. Yeah.
1 year of practice.
Everyone now knows. A year of practicing with double sickle. I'll show you what you're doing and all the reasons that you're going to die if you try it. But again, worth trying. I'm not disappointed, but I'm disheartened that there's not a wider variety of weapons.
Yeah,
I think everyone's gone in with that mindset of still tournament, I want to win, but we want it to be a little more fun. In previous years, we had Viking Shield, which everyone is for some reason terrified of, despite the fact that if you know what you're doing, it's a really easy system to beat because it's quite slow, and a longsword gives you a lot of advantages against it. But all we have variety-wise is two single-handed weapons.
One arming sword and one broadsword. That's it.
But it's not an arming sword. It's What is
Oh
easy?
no, it's a side sword.
Yeah, side sword.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah. So one side sword, one broadsword. I expected, or rather hoped, Robbie would at least go in side sword and dagger, because that's a
Or
bit of a
just
different
dagger?
system. Or just dagger.
Or
Just
just
dagger's a great system. So, how have you found your fight so far? So apart from stressful,
I think they
how do you think you
were.
fenced?
I think I fenced. I think I was a bit. I was struggling a bit at the start. I think my nerves were getting to me. But I think I
that
kind
happens this
of.
tournament.
Yeah. I think that happened in the in-house as well. But I think I kind of picked it back up towards the last 3 or 4. I think.
I agree. I have to admit, I've enjoyed watching your fencing as well. You
Thank
clearly you watch Robbie fence too much. I'll tell you that much.
Yes.
Definitely.
I've been told that. Everyone's apparently saying, "Yep, that's Robbie and Neil stuck together."
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like, and that's not a bad thing. They're good fencers.
Yeah, that's what happens when I get taught by Robbie and Neil.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, no. Hopefully next year we'll see some more interesting weapons.
I'm hoping so as well. Yeah.
Are you planning on introducing any new systems into RMAS in general?
Well, you say new systems. It depends on what the budget allows for. We'll be doing Montante soon.
Yes.
Montante is a dangerous one to throw into tournaments when you've got against longsword and things. But I think if people are well trained enough and we have the right precautions in place and probably heavier kit, we could potentially do it. But aside from that, there's quite a lot of the sergeants who are up and coming, wanting to do some interesting lessons. Hopefully we get Robbie doing some rapier and things again.
Yeah.
So
I was actually surprised not to see Saber today.
Right,
that's
if Rory was
something we
here,
have,
we've had Saber. We've had Saber in the past, and no one has entered with it. There's
sad.
Rachel as well. I was. She's good with the broadsword, but she is fairly proficient with broadsword and targe.
Yes.
And decided not to enter with those, which again is a bit of a shame because that would spice things up a little bit.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, very interesting. I want to ask if for somebody who does not have access to a HEMA club, what would you, and who's interested, what would you suggest, like getting into?
If you want to get into HEMA,
yeah.
Strangely, it's actually rare nowadays that you can't get to a HEMA club.
Really?
The UK HEMA scene, especially in the UK, HEMA scene is big enough that most cities with university has some sort of HEMA club, and most cities that don't have still got people who are enthusiastic enough to get together. If you just Google your city plus the words HEMA, you'll find something. But if not, there's no real. One of the things I like about it is if you're smart, there's no real barrier to entry. If you get just a smart brain on you, go to Google a historical manual like Lichtenauer or Fiore or anything you want, and take a broom handle and a friend. That's all you need to start.
That's actually interesting how you say that. That's how I started.
Really?
Yes.
Amazing.
In Glasgow, when I was in high school, which was only last year. I would just,
all the time back in high school when I was a young man.
I would carve swords with my friends, and then we just fight.
Go fight. Yeah. I have to admit, I started pretty much similar way before I even really knew what HEMA was. I'm a massive nerd, obviously, so who's not? And I used to get a local martial arts shop in town, just get wooden katanas, bokkens, and watch too much anime and go and fight my friends with them.
Yeah.
And that was good. That was fun. I always liked weapons. I've been studying martial arts of some form or other since I was about 12, and occasionally, almost every instructor I've had has done little weapons classes where it was like, we'll do a dagger defense class. This week we'll be doing staff. Yeah. But those were, months, if not years apart. Yeah. So I only had a small taste of weapons, but I always knew that that's what I wanted to get into. And yeah, this one popped up literally. I wasn't contrary to popular belief, one of the founding members of RMAS.
Oh, okay.
No, I was effectively the first new student.
Oh, okay.
They'd been running for about 3-4 weeks by the time I heard about some mental people in the basement who had swords, and I was like, that sounds right up my alley.
That's how I was attracted as
right.
well.
So I was the first one to actually join, but it's that thing of I didn't seek out, I didn't Google it, word just got to me that there's some crazy people with swords. So
how long have you been
too long.
Like learning or
too long.
Fighting and
officially in HEMA, I joined RMAS in its infancy. It had only been running, as I say, about 4 weeks in 2010. So this, nearly a decade of just RMAS. But,
wow.
But like I say, I've been doing martial arts of some kind since I was 12. So I've got more experience in some areas than others probably would.
Yeah.
But if we're talking if we're talking what could be considered good HEMA,
yes,
then probably only really after RMAS joined the Academy of Historical Arts. So I'd say about 2012 is realistically when I started doing what we could reasonably call HEMA, rather than just beating people up with sticks and swords.
2012.
2012.
It's scary. That's actually 7 years.
Thanks, Kieran. Thank you very much.
Terrifying to think about that.
Oh, it's terrifying. Cheers. Yeah.
It's terrifying for me.
Yeah. Fucking hell. How old were you in 2012?
12.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go. And that was me in my. Actually, yeah, just left university at that point. And the degree means nothing. What really meant something was RMAS. Sad to say, considering it was only my honours year that it got founded. But yeah.
That's the truth, though.
So quite a long time. So yeah, again, like you say, if anyone wants to get into HEMA, it can be quite intimidating, the fact that there's all this kit, all the fencing mass, if there's not a local club in your area, but you don't need it. Most instructors, I mean, nowadays, the community is growing so much that YouTube has got a lot of really well-respected instructors and tutorials.
Yeah,
You've got,
definitely, I
people
agree.
like Matt Easton, people like David Rawlings, who are brilliant at what they do. UK HEMAists who have their own channels, and they show you snippets from their classes. They give sort of talks and things, and they're great. You can learn a lot just sitting watching YouTube.
Even in the US as well. Like Scalagram, I think, is in the US, maybe.
You got Arma, and they used to be the big one.
Yeah.
A guy called Dave Clements.
I've seen more and more tournaments as well on YouTube as well. Swordfish is definitely one that's popped up in my recommended.
Yes, of course it has. Swordfish is effectively, not that we have such a thing yet, but Swordfish is basically our sort of world championships, and it's the big one in Sweden.
Do we have one in the UK?
There's quite a few different tournaments in the UK. Nothing quite as big as Swordfish right now, but even here in Dundee, the Institute for Historical Arts, which is our sister organisation, sister club, should I say, founded kind of through the founding members of RMAS, who kind of spun off and did their own one.
Yeah.
The two clubs have sort of grown apart in what we teach and our ways of thinking, and the Institute has become a lot more focused on that sort of tournament, that high level fencing side of things, which is great. There's a nice differentiation between the clubs now, and they host Edge Bana every year, which is a tournament right here in Dundee, and it's grown to the point where
I've actually heard of that.
Yeah,
but
we've
seen that on YouTube actually.
Exactly, international competitors coming right here to Dundee. For us, we are a decently respected city, I'd say, when it comes in terms of UK HEMA. For those who know who we actually are, if you Google it, we're well respected.
Yeah,
but So there's quite a lot of different tournaments and things, and we're growing constantly all the time. There's been on and off some movement towards official sort of Scottish recognition with like an initiative to get us that kind of governmental recognised status, which would ultimate aim, I guess, being HEMA in the Commonwealth Games, which would be really, really cool. And
I would definitely agree. That would be super cool.
There's been a lot of progress towards that, but there's still a long way to go yet. But it is something that we're continuing to grow, and it's to the point where people can't help but recognise that we are an official thing.
Very good. I think I'll let you rest now.
Yeah, I'm going to go eat and then prepare for fighting. Steels, yes.
Which I will commentate.
Let me check where the camera is for that, right? Okay.
We'll give you the middle, right?
Oh, will you? Great.
So
I need to go and find out who I'm fighting, actually. Do you want to fight? Steels, come on, you me.
I've never done steels, but yeah. Sure.
Exactly, it means I'll just
if there
rip
is,
through you and have a laugh.
If there is equipment for me, sure.
I'll need to go and find it. Yeah, right. Okay. Thank you for talking to me for a bit. I will go and talk some more.
Goodbye.
Cheers, Kieran.
Good luck on your fight.
I will need it.
Don't break anything.
No promises.
So that was Blair, the head instructor, and now we're going to head into the break. So we will be back later, coming around. What?
Can you go into the break? Because we only have 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm doing it right now.
Yes.
I'm doing it right now, and he's telling me to do it faster.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, I'm gonna take my time. Okay, so we are going into the break before the steels, which should happen fairly soon. So see you then, and enjoy.